Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Hustlers Rising podcast. Thank y'all for everybody that watches, that shares our stuff. We appreciate the support. Today we have an awesome guest, Miss Erica.
Erica Knox.
That's right.
I got it. I get confused between Emily and Erica. Miss Erica
Yep.
Knox with Resto Pros.
That's right.
How are you doing today?
Good.
Good. Sorry, I always get mixed up with the names.
Yeah.
It happens.
Erica.
Erica, right?
Mhm.
All right. How are you doing today?
Good.
Good. So we made this happen. It was random, right?
Yeah.
How did it come into place?
So I've just been watching y'all on Facebook
Yeah.
and just seen all the great work you do
Yeah.
and knew that you were somebody that I wanted to work with and come meet you today. So I
Yeah.
was like, all right, today's the day. I'm just stopping in. I'm
Yeah.
coming.
So what happened is she stopped by to talk to us about what you do, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then we were talking in the conference room. I was like, "Hey, let's just talk about it on the podcast."
Sounds
And
good.
here we are.
Yeah.
It was random. We didn't give you time to hesitate or
That's right. No time to get nervous.
to get
Let's do
nervous.
it.
Yeah. But let's jump right in. So y'all's company, Resto Pros, what is it and what do y'all do?
So we are a restoration company for water, fire, mold, or smoke.
Okay.
A local family-owned company. My husband and I own the company. That's been fun, learning how to work together,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Owning a company together. And restoration in the area. So we really started by focusing on water.
Okay.
One of the ways we work together with roofers, sometimes roofs leak.
Mhm.
Sometimes with the hailstorms, it can come in windows.
Oh yeah.
We work with insurance just like y'all do
Yeah.
and help dry things out correctly, professionally.
For sure.
Last year, as I watched when those hailstorms came through, and every single box fan was bought up at Walmart, and I was like, "No, you guys, like you're just delaying.
Yeah.
This is not actually taking care of it." So you want to get in there quickly with professionals.
Yeah.
It takes more than just a fan to dry it out, and especially if you've got nice hardwood floors,
Oh,
if you
yeah.
have carpet you're trying to save. Water spreads.
Yeah.
It's just going to go into the walls, underneath the flooring.
Everywhere.
So we want to get it taken care of correctly
Yeah.
and save the home. And that's the reason too. We're a 24-hour company, so
Yeah.
we get calls in the middle of the night. We want to save
Yeah.
those floors, and it's funny. It's a little ironic that sometimes we're like, we got out there so fast. It's good. We
That's
saved
good.
everything. We don't need to. We just clean up this water, extract the water, dry it out, and then you don't need anything further. And then sometimes water does spread and cause further damage, and we'll rebuild for people too.
Yeah.
Sometimes you've had a leaking sink for a long time,
Mhm.
right? We say, okay, let's talk to insurance. With your insurance, you get this covered, and let's get you a new kitchen.
Yeah.
And so those are fun. I like helping with those and
Yeah.
getting to pick out all the fun things.
It's a
And
lot of work, but it's
Mhm.
at the end of the day, it's worth it.
Yeah.
What? How long have y'all been around?
So this has been a process for a few years.
Really?
Yeah, our technician has been in the industry for years. Our lead technician,
Yeah.
and my husband actually used to work at WT.
Oh, nice.
We fell in love with Canyon and Amarillo.
Mhm.
He's born in Texas. I was born in Kentucky, but we've
Nice.
lived in Texas for 20 years now, and we've lived in Canyon for 12. We have 8 kids,
Oh, wow.
and so we have kids in every school in Canyon.
Nice.
And we wanted to stay here forever. And so when it was time to leave WT, we said, what is something that we can do to serve our community,
Mhm.
to serve people, and to do it well? Restoration, like any industry, can be done well or it cannot be done well. And it's
So
something
true.
that's important. And we enjoy when we get to help our neighbors and our
Yeah.
friends to have it done correctly.
Yeah. How did y'all have experience in this field before jumping to it, or it was just
No,
something
not
that
really.
y'all
Yeah.
thought about and y'all just did?
Yeah, so
Wow.
we just wanted to be able to help people, help
Yeah.
in our community. A little bit of entrepreneurial spirit had been developing to own our own business, work for
Mhm.
ourselves, and to be able to, when you're working for yourself, you can make sure you're doing things right and that things are done well. And
Exactly.
so we wanted to
That's cool.
do that. Yeah.
I wouldn't even. How'd y'all even think about it?
So it's actually a franchise.
Yeah.
And so we kind of started going down that path. We knew starting a business, I mean, what do they say? I don't know the percentage, but the majority of businesses fail in the first
Yeah.
year. And so having the support of a
Oh,
franchise
that's awesome.
from the beginning. And so even though our lead tech had worked in the industry for years, my husband is certified. We're now licensed in mold, which is very difficult to get. And so we can, do commercial mold. It's quite the process. So now we have experience, but when we first started out, having the backing of a franchise to call on
Yeah.
when we got into new things
Yeah.
was very helpful, and even just things like taxes and all that,
All that
just
good stuff.
the background of it,
Mhm.
getting that set up. But we're completely owned, locally and
Local,
family
yeah.
owned now. Or just, yeah,
Yeah,
that's how
where
we're
are
run.
they
So
out of? Like their main corporate
North
office or
Carolina.
North Carolina? Nice.
Yeah.
How'd y'all hear about them?
Through a franchise. Oh, what's it called? Like a broker,
A
I
broker?
think. It
They
talks
they
about
have
different
different. Oh,
franchises.
okay.
Yeah, yeah. And we quickly, I mean, we had been again leaning towards something that was helping the community,
Yeah.
customer service oriented, and as we learned about this, and just the need that we saw in our area,
Yeah.
and as we talk to people, we network a lot with plumbers. We get a
Mhm.
lot of repeat business from plumbers
Yeah.
who were looking for somebody that they could trust.
For
And
sure.
so, it's
Yeah.
been wonderful. We love it.
That's cool.
Love it.
I've always wondered how that worked, the franchising and all that stuff.
Hmm.
That'd be cool if we can do it one day.
Yeah,
That'd
turn
be
into
dope.
your own franchise. I know you
Yeah.
guys. You got the logo and everything.
That'd be cool. That'd be
You got
cool.
the presence.
That'd be awesome. And then who's y'all's closest like referral partners that y'all work with?
Um,
Like with us, it's like realtors or like insurance agents.
yeah. So plumbers
Plumbers,
first.
yeah.
HVAC. So it's funny with HVAC. They may not need us for a long time, but then you have a condensate pan
Uh-huh.
in the attic that's been dripping and overflowing for a long time. It can go into multiple rooms and joists, and then all of a sudden you've got water and walls and floors in multiple rooms. So those can happen, or mold
Yeah.
can build up when, especially a unit or something that people aren't
Attention to.
noticing for
Yeah.
a while, and it's been dripping. So we can come in and dry that out.
Yeah.
So mold too. What's interesting, a lot of people we'll just pour some bleach on it.
Yeah, or like there's like a mold spray you can spray, right?
But here's
But
the
it's not the
thing:
same.
if you just spray and
Yeah.
then leave it, those pores can actually come back.
Uh-huh.
And so you have to properly remove all the spores.
Mm.
And so sometimes that's a matter of scraping and HEPA-vac.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's a matter of removing,
Okay.
drywall. You're going to have to actually, you
Yeah.
can't just spray it and it's not going to go away.
Yeah.
So, and then of course you got to find the source of the moisture.
Yes.
So if the moisture is still, it's going to come back.
For sure. I've always wondered because how long does it take for mold to create mold?
24 hours.
24 hours.
Yeah.
So here, because we do like bathroom remodels too,
Mhm.
we'll tear off like the wall things and then you'll see the black. It looks black. It doesn't look like mold. Mold's green?
Nope. Mold can be lots of colors.
Okay,
Mold can
okay.
be black. It can be white. There's just like fuzzy white mold.
But this one's like it's like the wood is stained black.
It's probably mold, yeah.
It is?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
mold. Now the question is, there's different kinds of mold.
Okay.
And so we're actually a mold contractor,
Mhm.
and then a mold tester is somebody separate. And so the
Oh.
state separates those in order to protect the person with the mold, right?
Okay.
So if I came in and tested, and then remediated, and then declared it gone,
Yeah.
that's kind of,
Con-
well, you say so. So what you have to
conflict of
do,
interest.
is get a tester to come in,
Mhm.
and what they do is they'll tell you what type of mold it is,
Oh,
and they'll
okay.
tell you this is a mold that will make you feel these different things.
Wow.
Or it's not that bad and you won't really notice it. Just the different ones. If once mold gets beyond a certain number of like square feet, which is it's just 25 square feet,
Yeah.
you get there fast. Then you need to have a plan from the mold tester. They actually come up with the remediation plan,
Mm-hmm.
and then we implement that.
Okay.
We'll take care of it. They come back at the end and say, yes, the mold is gone.
Okay.
So.
Is there any companies that do that here?
Yeah.
The testing?
Yes.
They do? Okay.
Yeah.
Which what are
So
some
BIDS is one that we work with a lot.
bids?
BIDS.
Okay.
So they'll come out and test,
Okay.
and then give us. It's actually called a protocol. He'll say, "This is the type of mold. This is what it does. Here's what you need to do to remediate it." And usually, I mean, we didn't necessarily need that. Like we know,
Yeah,
you know what I
yeah.
mean. But it's to make sure it's done correctly and
Yeah.
through the whole.
Well-
we have to report it to the state
Oh,
as
wow,
we go.
really?
Yeah. So we have to actually we have to say, okay, we're about to start this mold job and send
Yeah.
it to the state, and then we have to wait 5 days. Like there's just a whole process.
That's
with
on like
mold.
bigger projects though, right?
Correct.
Okay.
So that's when it gets to, again, 25
Commercial.
square feet or commercial.
Oh,
So
gotcha.
in a residential home too. Now, crawl spaces are not regulated. A lot of times we'll get mold in a crawl space. That'd be pretty common. So we can do that without the whole testing and
Yeah.
And then if it's just a real small area, like if it's under a sink and it's
Yeah.
under that 25 linear feet. We can take care of it. Mostly, again, it's just removal. You want to get rid of it and then spray to prevent further mold.
Do you have to wear some kind of specific protective?
And that's the reason you want to be careful too, like with you and your remodeling.
Yeah.
We're wearing protective suits and masks, and we're also protecting the home by setting up containment. And that way it doesn't spread to the rest of the house. So if you get a handyman to come take care of it and they don't do all those things, you might be spreading it to your house. That's and a big thing is spreading it into the air ducts.
So it can go everywhere.
And then it ends up everywhere. So we've seen that, and you can clean HVAC systems. But once it, starts going through there, causes more problems.
Wow, I never thought about that. But we do see some things like that, and we have to replace everything. Have clothes, contain it, and all that stuff. But do y'all? Can I call you if we need help sometime? Okay. Be at ease. What about like leaks on the roof? Like, say we have a leak right here. How long does it take to get mold? You said 24 hours?
24 hours. Now, that's technically, it was funny because everybody always says, oh, it's dry here, you're not going to get mold. Well, you are if you have the moisture. And we see mold every day. But really, 24 to 48 hours. I mean, it happens fast. And that's the reason you want to call professionals in quickly. Because it might be behind a wall that's wet, and then you're getting mold growing behind the wall or under the floors.
If you dry it out, it won't create mold?
Correct. If it's all the way dry. And usually in water remediation, we're also spraying to prevent mold.
Prevent.
So like you said too, with the roof leak, so you're going to see a spot, on the ceiling. And usually the first thing we do too is say, well, you need to get your roof checked out. Call your roofer
Call
first.
Pedro at the Roof Gurus.
Because if you still have the source of moisture, then it's just going to keep happening. Right. So you want to take care of that first. And then we'll come in and dry it out. And usually, again, when it's on a ceiling like that, you're going to have to cut out a section of the ceiling. Then we can look in there, make sure there's not any mold or anything, spray. But then all you do is patch it. That's not
cut
hard.
it out and replace it. No, that's pretty crazy. What are some crazy jobs that you have done here locally? Were y'all here when that flood happened back in, I want to say it was 2022? The big flood right here in Paramount? All those businesses.
And I don't think no, we were not quite. It's funny because I met Calico.
Yes.
After that, and he was like, "Oh, I wish I knew you then." I wish we did too.
Steven's a cool
no, that was crazy. So no, I'm trying to think. Some of the biggest things, honestly, roofs that were not completed last
you're
summer
talking about that. Yeah.
When we had one where a skylight was off, and so the water's coming in, or just the roof, the roof was in the middle of getting replaced, and we had one of those surprise major thunderstorms last year. And one of the things, too, that's tricky, when you looked around, so, you just dry up the floor. They were out there, working. It was a large building. They were out there cleaning it, and they're like, we think we've got it cleaned up. But then we come out there moisture meters, and in like every wall, when you're reading the drywall, you can see there's water. So the standard is to do like a 2 foot
cut
off the ground, so we can dry inside there. We did that, and there's standing water.
Oh wow!
In all the walls, and you wouldn't know that unless you checked it with the moisture meters. So
how does say someone has like a major leak? How does it work from like start? They call y'all, and then what's the process look like?
So if it is a water emergency, so say a hot water heater is a really common one. The hot water heater is flooding, the water's pouring out. We're there within an hour. We get our stuff secured, we get out there within an hour, and we start drying it up. We extract it. We have equipment to extract the water, set up our fans, dehumidifiers. That's an important step. Just a fan is just circulating that wet air. That's not doing anything. You need dehumidifiers. And then we talk through with the homeowner. Here's what we see. And we like to, deductibles are high now.
Yeah, they're
And so we kind of like to talk through, like, we think we're going to be able to just dry this up, and you probably don't need to get a deductible, make a claim. Or we're seeing the walls are wet, your cabinets are just soaking up the water. You're going to want to do this correctly. And that's the point. That's the reason you have insurance. You know how it is. Everybody's scared to make an insurance claim, but you want to make sure the value of your home is maintained. And if you leave water damage, people aren't going to want to, that's going to come up in inspections. It's going to cost more down the road. And so it's better to get it replaced with insurance and with that claim than to do it yourself, have to do it yourself later.
What kind of deductibles are y'all seeing with the insurance claims with water damage and stuff. Are
Um,
they high too?
yes, 2%. Is
Of
that the?
of the property value?
Yeah,
So kind of like roofing too.
yeah. I would think it's the same.
Yeah.
I
I
think
didn't know
it's
if it was lower because like
Mm.
I guess like there's different deductibles for different things. Am I correct?
Yeah. Oh, I don't know. I,
I
maybe
think
some things, but I think ours is the same.
yeah, it is.
Roofing and
Okay, yeah.
water. Yeah.
Because they're getting out of hand, like
Yeah.
8,000, 13,000,
Yeah.
and
And,
sometimes it's not even just 1 or 2%. It's like a set deductible price.
yeah, and
Hmm.
it's tough. It's interesting because when we did our training in North Carolina to start with, it's
Yeah.
not that way everywhere. Texas
Yeah.
is higher deductibles,
Yeah.
and so we really have to do things differently here to with the homeowner. I mean, with a roof,
Yeah.
you're going to be over the deductible.
Yeah.
But we really, we can do detailed estimates
Yeah.
if that's what is requested, or we can do a roundabout just to get started too.
Mm.
And just to say, I would call today and get that claim started. What's great when you call your insurance with a water claim, they will say start right now because
Yeah.
they know that if you don't get started,
It gets worse.
it gets worse. And people will hesitate and they'll say, I got to wait till my adjuster comes. But
Yeah.
what's funny is the adjuster will come out and they say, why haven't you done anything yet?
Yeah.
And so we try to really coach people and
Mhm.
they want you to start right away
Yeah.
so it doesn't get worse.
I helped this lady with some flooring, and the leak was like in the kitchen,
Mm-hmm.
and they tore up all the floor all the way to the other. It was a trailer house,
Mm-hmm.
all the way to the other side of the house. And then whenever we're looking at it, it didn't look bad. Like I didn't see where it was wet, but insurance paid for all of it. Like they told
Yeah.
them to do what they had to do, so
Yeah.
they just went ahead and tore everything up.
Well, too, when you have matching floor.
Yeah.
So one thing that's been interesting, like hardwood floors, we actually had, and it was a friend of ours who, tried to wet back the
Mhm.
hardwood floors when there was a refrigerator leak and
Yeah.
thought they had gotten all the water up. Well, then you realize the hardwood floors start popping,
Yes,
buckling,
yeah.
and there's no going back from that.
Yeah.
So you have to remove that section. But what they'll do, it's contiguous flooring. So with this house, the entire downstairs was the same wood floor. So you cut
Wow.
out that section, but then you match the wood, you sand it,
Mhm.
and you make it match for the whole house, refinish it for the whole downstairs.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can't find matching floor, so then
they gotta do
all
all
the
of it.
contiguous floor gets replaced by insurance. Yeah.
That's if does it? Do they have to have that coverage in their policy? Have you
It's
seen that
pretty
before?
standard.
Standard?
I've only had one person ever who so mold
Yeah.
is not usually covered.
Yeah.
Water is
Yeah.
always covered. The only thing is if they call it, I want to say like storm water or something. I forget
Yeah.
what that term is from
Uh-huh.
outside water. Some places say you need flood coverage for that.
Okay.
But if it has come in the house, and especially if it's from any plumbing, we really try to help advocate. We're always advocating that
Yeah.
we consider that part of our job to help to get what insurance um, should be given to the
Yeah.
homeowner. That's the reason we're paying for insurance.
For
So
sure.
yeah.
I'm sure there's a lot to learn about this industry. What are some things that y'all are doing to stay up to date, like maybe policies or procedures, or what all y'all
Yeah.
do?
Well, we do continuous training.
Continuous training.
Yeah. And so my husband, again, I mean, I'm the marketing.
Okay.
He's the.
That was my next question.
Yeah.
Like, what's y'all's roles? But we'll go into this one first.
Yeah. So, but he is doing ongoing training. So there's always, between fire, mold, water, trying to think of some of the other ones that he's done. But I mean, he just every couple months is doing another training just to stay up to date. Also, who we purchase our supplies from, we do a lot of training with them on best practices.
Mhm.
Things change. So,
Yeah. Like how to read your monitors and all that stuff.
well, not necessarily that, 'cause it maybe something gets more up to date, but
Okay.
also like what chemicals are best.
Oh, okay, like chemicals and stuff. Yeah,
Mhm,
that's
yeah.
awesome. What is y'all's roles in the company? Because you were talking about your husband.
Yeah.
He's at work right now. You're doing the fun work.
Yep.
What do y'all do?
Well, I like to talk, and so we turned that into into part of the business.
Yeah.
I networking. So yeah, just going out and meeting plumbers, HVAC companies, roofers, seeing who we align with. You can tell, like I said, with restoration companies, there's a difference. With every service industry, there's a difference. So we like to partner with people we know are also taking good care of the customers.
Yeah.
And to say like we pride ourselves on 5-star service.
Mm-hmm.
And just man, Amarillo and Canyon, it's awesome. The people are awesome.
Yeah.
And so networking is so big. Everything's about relationships,
That's so
right?
true.
So
Yeah.
you can hand out as many cards, but unless you're getting to know people,
Mm-hmm.
that's how you
Tell these guys.
build relationships.
See, tell
Yeah.
y'all that every time. I understand.
I know. It's hard sometimes when you're like, there's a networking happy hour and I want to go home, but it's like, that's how we
Exactly.
get to know people.
Taking that extra step to do
mhm.
that. And then your
Yeah.
husband, what does he do? He does all the back end stuff?
Yeah, he's on job sites a lot, but he's also doing all the estimating through Exactimate. He is working with insurance companies.
Calling back and forth.
Back and forth. It's,
Yeah.
man, when we have an insurance company approve it the first time,
You're
it's
like,
like
yes.
cheering and,
Yeah.
it just doesn't happen. So
But-
that's their job. So
Yeah.
there's no animosity about it. It's just we are fighting for the customers to get what they are doing.
Yeah.
Part of
What
insurance.
are y'all with these claims? Are y'all seeing them get underpaid a lot or no?
Large jobs we struggle with. Yeah. And you see when it's a smaller job, that's when the insurance company is more likely to just, oh, yep, great, we got out on this.
Yeah.
So, like, that's not bad. And we'll pay that. Large jobs
They're fight you back a little.
slowing the process down, which is really frustrating because we want to just get this house fixed for someone. We're doing smoke remediation jobs right now.
Oh, yeah.
With the fire.
The fires
in
in Canyon and all that. Yeah.
Mhm.
How's that going?
So good, but slower than I would like.
Really?
Too. Just because to make sure we're doing everything, correctly for insurance to cover it for the homeowner, we want to show. I mean, smoke is a carcinogen. It is not healthy. You don't want to live with soot and smoke residue in your home.
Yep.
It's bad for your health. It's also bad for like your wiring in your house and things. Like you just don't realize like how much it can affect.
Yeah.
And it's another thing like water. If you don't do it correctly, trying to get rid of it just over time and slowly. And it's funny because you'll see a little soot and then you don't realize like how, when you start cleaning it, how far it goes. So we do Matterport scans. Have you heard of that before?
I haven't. What is that?
So it's almost like a tripod stand you put in the middle of the room. It does 360 pictures of every room. Really helps with insurance for the rebuild process. So if there's, water loss and we can show it to them. And here, look, you see what needs to be replaced, but also with smoke damage, to be able to see the soot in the house. It also helps to get things back to like kind. It's just a great service that we provide to help with insurance and with the estimating. So
that's cool.
Yeah.
These clients that y'all been helping with the smoke damage and stuff, it's not houses that caught on fire, right? It's because I've always wondered does it have to catch on fire or just close to a house?
Just close to it.
Because it's just smoke, right?
So unfortunately, what I've seen, the homes that caught on fire completely burned down.
Oh, okay.
And so we're not brought in on those. We do fire restoration.
Okay.
But not, when it's a complete loss.
Yeah.
And so these have all actually been houses that were close. And man, the fire department was amazing in Canyon. Like seeing, and I don't even know what else, seeing they're dropping the fire retardant, and I don't know what caused it, but you just see a line of fire right next to these houses.
Yeah.
But like we have some where outbuildings burned. We actually had one where the plumbing outside the house melted.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and I don't know if I can say it, but called up Lawson's, and they came right out because they weren't getting water to the house. They're not getting water to the animals.
Yeah.
So they rearranged their schedule, came out to start replacing that plumbing, get the water back to them. So it's been cool to see how the community wants to help these fire victims.
Yeah.
But so sure, the fire didn't touch inside their home, but know it's that close to melt the plumbing.
Yeah.
They actually can't live in the home.
Wow.
Even though the fire didn't touch their house because the smell is so strong. In
Do
the house.
Did y'all have any crazy smells?
No, we got lucky.
Y'all got lucky?
We live out in Tascosa Hills behind Bishop Hills.
Yeah.
So they did evacuate. We were in Wichita. We lucked out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've always wondered how that worked because there's a lot of fires in this area.
Yeah.
How awesome is it, like, how our community just gets behind each other?
Yeah.
That's awesome, huh?
It is. Yeah. I mean, because a lot of our networking partners in Amarillo or are in Amarillo and they know we're in Canyon.
Yeah.
We had so many people calling me and they're like, we are ready. You just call us.
Yeah.
It was funny. They're like, come on, don't you need us yet? And I'm like, well, yeah, again, it's not because they were expecting fire remediation.
Yeah.
And so no, it's more smoke is a more long term. Well, but fire's long term too. But
yeah. Yeah.
It's a process,
Yeah.
but you want to make sure you get your home healthy and that you're not breathing it in it. We've got one set of customers with asthma.
Oh wow.
And so even though it's actually one of the ones where it's the least strong of a smell, but it's enough to irritate their asthma.
Okay.
So they need to make sure their home is safe.
Yeah. But how do you know if it's something that you have to get taken care of?
Pretty much. Well, that's the reason we actually did testing. It's the part of my husband. He's the one that did it, so he could explain it better. But I'm like, did he take Q-tips? I don't know what he took, but he would like swab areas and put it on a microscope slide, and we sent it to a lab to be tested.
wow.
And so they would find residue of smoke or soot. And then then for sure. Because sometimes it is hard just by the naked eye, just to do a visible.
Do y'all charge for those tests?
No.
No.
We do talk with people through the process of. I'm just trying to think. They were all people who we knew, like they want to do a claim. If something happened and they didn't get an insurance claim, they decided not to do it. We're not going to turn around and charge them. We're not going to do that now.
Yeah. But you can charge the insurance if it does get approved.
Okay. So it's part of the process with insurance.
It's kind of like roofing. Like they'll get like busted windows or skylights. We can board them up for them. We don't even charge them. Insurance covers all that. So, yeah. A lot of homeowners don't know you can do all these additional things, and then your insurance will cover it. It's crazy to me.
Yeah. And that's why I always say, and we do free inspections.
Yeah.
And so I always say, just call us out and we'll come talk through it with you, what we see, what we recommend. Yeah. And you can look at our 5-star reviews. We have people in that because I'm purposely asking them to. I'm like, say on there, like we didn't charge you anything. I mean, we will come do a free inspection and we'll say, you don't really need us. That happens sometimes. Yeah. We're happy to do that. I always say, water remediation is not necessarily inexpensive, but we don't overcharge. Yeah. And we also are not going to look for ways. We're not trying to make money off of every person that we go out to do an inspection with. We're going to be honest about you need us or you don't. Yeah. And we tell people, this is really not bad. Yeah. You can just clean up this water yourself. You don't want to pay for it. Yeah.
Well, what percentage would you say y'all are more like insurance jobs and retail?
Well, that's a good question. We might be 50%.
50-50?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, probably. Because a lot of times we'll come in and we do get there fast enough that they don't need any rebuild or reconstruction. They don't need any demo. And so then we do a self-pay discount as well.
Yeah. That's cool. That's awesome. I feel like insurance is getting harder and harder to deal with. So it's good that you're doing more retail too. Yeah. I feel like in the roofing industry, we have to start leaning more towards the retail side of things than insurance, because you know how policies are; they're changing so much.
Well, and now some are saying like it's a separate
policy.
Like they're not maybe not separate, but they're taking off. Like you have an option to take off the roof. I just heard that the other day.
Yeah.
That's new. But people are doing it to save money. And then not thinking through the whole process of like that is not saving you money in the long run. Yeah.
We had a guy that he changed his deductible from like $6,000 to what, 12,000. He saved like $200 a year. Yeah. And then the storm hits. Yeah. It's crazy. He wasn't happy.
I think sometimes people don't quite realize, they're just saying to the insurance agent, like, save me money. How
just give
can
me
I
the
save
cheapest
money?
policy. Yeah. Are y'all pretty knowledgeable on like the policies, ACV, RCV, and all that stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah. Good.
I would say my husband does.
Your husband?
Don't ask me too many questions.
He's the one that's doing all the exactment, because y'all use the same software insurance uses.
Right.
To write estimates, and so we know how much they're supposed to pay.
That's right. Yeah. And it makes it real simple. And it's at their price. We're not like increasing the price or anything. It's the insurance pricing. It's the questions usually become a matter of whether or not they want to pay for something. And so we show through pictures, through moisture meters to justify why this was damaged by the water. Yeah. This y'all need to cover this. And once we prove it, we show, then they usually come back and
pay for it.
And pay for it.
Because if the damage is there, the proof is there, they got to pay for it.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah.
It's just a matter of taking that time to go back and forth.
Yeah. Do y'all have any events coming up?
We're going to be in the 4th of July parade in Canyon.
Nice. We'll see y'all there.
Yeah.
Are y'all doing a float and all that? What are y'all doing? We're still trying to think of what to do.
So the theme is tough. It's rooted in freedom.
Yes.
You see that? So it's like, that's like big trees. I don't know.
Rooted.
Rooted, like tree roots, like rooted in
Yeah.
freedom. So we might just go classic 4th of July.
That's
I think,
that's what I
because
was
I'm like, I
thinking.
don't know how to do that.
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't know.
Put a tree up there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know. We need somebody more creative than me. We got to think
Me
about
too.
this.
And
And
then
if you Google it, it doesn't come up with anything.
No.
ChatGPT it.
yeah. And then we have to drive it from here all the way to Canyon, so make sure it doesn't fall apart.
Well, you want to decorate it in Canyon.
Yeah. that's-
Definitely. Yeah. Don't decorate it here and try to drive.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
She's smart.
yeah, and everybody does
The
it.
camera's full.
They'll
We're good. Around 30.
they'll tell you. I'm trying to think. It's a church parking lot that's right over there. And so
Okay.
everybody parks there and decorates.
See, I've never done it.
And
Okay.
it's just right there, so it makes it easy to so don't
We're
fall off.
trying to be different than
Mm-hmm.
that. We're trying. Well, I got something for you. I just started something last night, but my main thing is catch people's attention
Mm-hmm.
and just be different than everybody else.
So we were really excited last year. We had the idea of water guns. We thought that'd be
Yeah.
really different, like shoot people,
Yeah.
with water guns out
'Cause
there.
it's hot. Yeah.
There was one other float with water guns,
It was the roofing
the
company.
one right in front of us.
A
I was
roofing-
like,
it was a roofing company, right?
was it? I don't know.
I
I don't
think so.
remember who it was. It just
Yeah.
was like that stole our thunder. It's like, oh, we also have water guns, and so
Oh, yeah.
and then I got car air fresheners because we give those out everywhere. I give them
That's
to
the ones
plumbers
you had
and stuff.
earlier,
Yep,
right?
brought you
Yeah.
some. They smell good. They make the truck smell good. But I was like, oh, I'll pass out air fresheners.
Mm-hmm.
That wasn't thinking because then it's all kids, and I'm like, give this to your parents,
Oh,
and
yeah.
that didn't really work out well.
So
you need
concentrate on kids.
candy,
Candy. Okay.
but something that people will keep as well.
As well,
Because
yeah.
they're just gonna throw away candy wrappers. That's hard to kind of figure out.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I was thinking more of, yeah, you want to give like things with your logo, but catching them more on that experience.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
Because
watching you pass
Yeah,
is
yeah.
really
be
where
like,
you're
that's
getting
them
people.
guys.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
So-
recognizing that logo, and then
Mhm.
they do a nice little announcement for you too.
Oh, they do?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
Yeah, when you pass by there's a podium, and
Uh-huh.
they'll introduce who you are.
Oh,
and-
really?
Yeah,
Cool.
it's nice. So.
I'm excited. We haven't done
Yeah.
it.
Wait,
Yeah.
last year we also did the I was gonna say superheroes.
Is it the light parade? The Christmas?
It was at Christmas, and so it was with police and firemen and like first responders.
Yeah.
First responders. So, the superheroes.
Yeah.
And
superheroes,
but we were invited to be in the first responders parade,
Yeah.
and that was really fun. And it was funny because my husband was like, "I'm not a fireman," but I'm like, "People call you when it's an
Yeah.
emergency and their house is flooded.
We're
Like,
superheroes.
Yes, we are. We're helping them." And that one was really fun because it was a little bit. There were fewer people, and so
Mhm.
you got to really like interact with the people as you were passing.
Yeah.
Canyon Parade
huge.
is massive,
Mhm.
but it's so fun.
Yeah. How many people do y'all have on y'all's team?
Currently, three.
Three.
We're hiring.
Yeah.
Um,
Who are you looking for?
so a technician. We would love to find another restoration technician with experience
Okay.
to be another lead tech and to
Okay.
have a second truck. So we're a good place where constantly our lead technician's like, I can't do anymore. I can't do
Yeah.
anymore, and so we're like, okay, great. We need.
How do you
it's time
find a
to grow.
technician? Like, what do they gotta know how to do?
So we really want somebody with experience. And first of all, you have to know that you're okay in a crawl space.
Mm-hmm.
So it's tough until you've been in a crawl space.
Yeah.
You don't know it can be claustrophobic,
Yeah.
right? We want someone with experience with demo so that
Mhm.
they're doing it correctly.
Mhm.
When somebody has a water leak,
Yeah.
you want to only demo what is necessary.
What's necessary?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So really the demo part of that is the biggest. And then
Okay.
also having knowledge of, just a lot of it you can teach and you can learn.
Y'all do training and all that?
Mhm,
Yeah.
Yep. So we'll train them, but having that demo and then of course good customer service experience
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
So
What about sales? Do y'all hire salespeople? Is there salespeople in this industry?
So yes.
Yes.
We had a sales guy
Mhm.
and then I decided to do it myself.
Yeah.
I'll just say that. So I
Do y'all pay commissions? Do y'all pay? Is it a salary? Is
So-
it hourly? How does that work?
kind of both. We did salary
Uh-huh.
with commissions.
Okay, that's not
Mhm.
bad.
Yeah. But it's a tough. I mean, just like y'all know, it's tough, and it's a little different because we're not going door to door.
Yeah.
But that relationship building,
Mm-hmm.
I've kind of found there's not a lot of women.
Yeah.
And so, being a female owner
Yeah.
in the company and invested, and it's hard to find somebody with the drive in sales. And I can see, when you find someone
Yeah.
who is self-motivated
Yes.
and they are going to keep going even when it's tough,
Mm-hmm.
it's hard to find.
Yeah.
And
Oh, be quiet.
I can tell you've got the personality. It's great.
I know. The crazy story about him is when he first started, he was all down on himself. Like he was about to leave.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, you gotta man up.
You seem pretty
I was
self-confident.
like, what do you want to do?
I'm definitely
You're getting
grown.
there.
Yeah, but that's what
That's
I tell him. I was like, you can't just quit at your first, and you have doubt. You can't just quit. You gotta keep pushing if it's something you really want to do.
Yeah.
And now he's doing great.
And it is a learned skill too.
Mhm.
You have to partly have personality to be
Yes.
personable and enjoy talking to people and getting to know people, and then there's a lot learned to it too.
There is
yeah.
a lot.
Mhm.
Be open minded about learning and growing, and
Yeah.
take advice from people that are doing it. That's what I
Yes.
tell the guys. Yeah. Where can people find y'all, and how can people get a hold of y'all?
Easiest thing, we have a 24/7
Okay.
office line. It's 806-877-1994. And then I post a lot on Facebook. So finding us on Facebook. So it's
Mhm.
RestoPros of Amarillo-Lubbock.
Okay.
So follow us on Facebook. You can see some of the projects we've been up to and kind of the things that we're doing, what's coming, what's
yeah.
up ahead. Yeah, so
That's awesome. Do y'all offer any like referrals or anything? Because like with us, I get a bunch of referrals because they want to make that
Yes.
check.
yeah.
We offer like $250 to $500. Do
Yeah.
y'all do all that stuff too?
We do $500 referral
Oh,
bonuses.
nice. That's
So
cool.
I don't usually throw it out there because I don't want people taking our, right? I want them to know what we're
Yeah.
giving out. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty known now.
Yeah.
And what's nice too is I go to the plumbing supply houses
Mhm.
and they're telling each other, they're like, yeah, they do a $500 referral bonus
Yeah.
and they do it. And we do same day. We don't wait for insurance. We
Yeah.
bring it at the very beginning. Of course, there are instances
Yeah.
where and plumbers are happy to take good care of their customer,
Mhm.
right? So there are times where we're taking good care of their customer by getting out there and helping, and
Yeah.
it's like, okay, we're only going to charge $250 to the customer.
Yeah.
We're taking good care of your customer, and they're like, of course, don't give me $500.
Yeah.
But that is our standard. Is that and so especially if it's a full remediation job, like water
Yeah.
damage spreads quickly,
That's
and so
awesome.
and then we love doing getting referrals. We kind of started a restaurant gift certificate referral for our friends too.
Yeah.
That we and it's kind of unofficial, but we love to just say thanks for referring us and bring
Yeah.
someone a gift card to a restaurant. And
Hmm.
so that's kind of a community one too. But
Yeah.
then also those partnerships. We know plumbers and roofers, you all are already at the homes.
Yeah.
This is a crazy story. So last week, real quick,
You're good. You're good.
Patrick's Plumbing was driving by a house
Mhm.
in Wolfland and water was pouring out the side.
Oh,
This
wow.
lady came running outside and she was like, help me, help
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
So he stopped, turned off the water, but he was on his way to another call and they got a full schedule. So he's like, I can't actually, it was a water heater and
Yeah.
they've been on vacation. He's like, I can't fix this for you, but I know who you need to call to get the water dried up while you're waiting for a plumber out here. So she gave us a call right away. But
That's
it's too
awesome.
funny. And
That's a crazy story.
It is
Yeah.
crazy. And I love that it's like by networking and getting to know people, seeing that in action.
Yeah. You met with Paul up there?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
he's awesome.
He is.
I
He's
like
real
him.
nice. The fact that I met somebody who happened to be driving by
That's
this
crazy.
house.
Yeah.
It is.
That's awesome.
Mhm.
What I like to end it with like a last question.
Okay.
You're an entrepreneur, business owner. What is something that you would recommend to someone that wants to start their own business? Not even just in what you're doing, just in general, a business. What's some advice you'd give them? That young entrepreneur.
Yeah.
I like to put people on the
Be
spot.
prepared. Yes. Everybody has big hopes and dreams.
Mhm.
Have your practical preparedness as well on where you're going to have money for your first year.
Yeah.
So while you're waiting, think, and again, since we were a franchise, it's a little different. We weren't just totally on our own.
Yeah.
But they're also trying to get people to sign up for a franchise, right?
Yeah.
So they're going to give you the rosiest version.
Mm-hmm.
And so researching with other people who are in the business about realities of what to expect.
Yeah.
And coming up with your, it's hard to, you want to be goal oriented and dreamy and what's going to happen and how it's going to grow, but you also need to have some practical, how are things going to get paid for in the meantime,
Yes.
and have your backups and you're prepared. But talking to people about the reality, like you said, being humble and recognizing that you can learn from others.
Yeah.
And get those best practices. But the biggest thing is to also just be dreaming big and keeping your goals in mind as you go, setting up goals.
Goal setting is important.
And not just annual goals. Yeah. That's too far.
It's too far.
You gotta
like
have monthly goals, quarterly goals.
Awesome.
So it's exciting.
Yeah. Well, thank you for coming in, and it was kind of random. I'm glad we made it happen.
Yeah.
My guest that I was supposed to have tomorrow fell through, so I was like, hey, let's shoot a podcast, and thank you for talking to us about your company. Now that we've met face to face, because I have you on Facebook, but now like we get to see the face behind the company, and hopefully we can work together sometime.
Yeah,
we'll send you some
work,
or you think about us if you need us.
Yeah,
I know there's a lot of roofers.
Yeah,
there's not that many restoration companies though, right?
Not that many.
No,
yeah,
that's all.
But we that's part of being referral partners. We like to refer back and forth.
Exactly.
When there's those opportunities.
Sure.
That's part of the reason we do bonuses that are larger too, is that we don't have as many opportunities to refer back, but we do have them, and so we love when that comes up, when we get a chance to do that.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for coming in, and maybe in a year or two we can do this again and see where we're at with what we're doing.
Sounds good.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thank y'all for watching another episode. Remember, y'all can catch these on Spotify, Apple Podcast, Facebook, and that's it. We'll catch y'all next time. Thank y'all.